Well. It's finally happened. It's been about 2.5 weeks, and they finally gave us a patch. Now the question is this a DLC? Is this a hot fix, hot mess, or is it a genuine patch? Let's dig in and see what's up. I've already picked up what I have been able to discuss into the situation on Reddit, and you can see on Days Gone they very quickly detailed all these fun situations that we have here. So you can see it says, hello, we're excited that the new survival difficulty mode has with a free patch. So now we've received a new difficulty on top of there. And like for me, we're going to install it in just a second because I already have it pulled up and downloaded, but it was already installed for me. So we'll try to take a peek to see what the size was. But if I had to take a guess with the 12.4, they're probably going to add a few more gigabytes in order to polish off what they ended up doing, because they're also going to be adding DLCs down the road. If it's not already there. But the survival difficulty in the patch, what it actually details in the mode is the survival mode has now included in the last patch. This mode includes an immersive HUD. Enemies will deal more damage. Fast travel has been blocked in this mode. I mean, that's not too bad, actually. That's like, they basically give you Red Dead Redemption mode. And then like survival vision has been modified in this. Okay, not too bad. Excuse me. The complete survival difficulty for the new bike decal. Ooh, so that's kind of cool. They give you a little bit of an incentive just in case you want to actually physically be able to digest that in a little bit more of a cooler way. So hey, and 2 new trophies that are added exclusively just for that new difficulty. Now for me, that might be worth it. I mean, I might come back to that and physically do that later on. So let's go ahead and install the update, and we'll come back to the progression issues that we already see down below. So you can see right here, I have it already there. So 1.09 was a big hot mess. I experienced myself a bear spontaneously combust. My bike flew in the freaking air. I've had a zombie that ran out of a cave before a horde like Flash Gordon. It was really freaking cool. Let's see here. I've had Iron Mike's people disappear. I've had rendering issues where the HDR didn't work. I had, and it was all right after the onslaught of 1.08, where it was kind of like a little bit broken. It was like, it was not too bad. But then all of a sudden, nowhere, like 1.09 was like, the dam of 12 gigabytes destroyed the freaking game. It was horrible. Like I continuously, I chronologed like bugs as I went along in this game, where it was just like, WTF, mate? Like, what's going on with this? It's like literally falling apart from the seams. So I mean, like I was able to pull up a little bit some of this stuff as it installed directly right there. Let's go ahead and go back to the PlayStation menu, and you can see that if you haven't gotten this update and you're seeing this and you're searching this and you're wondering, hey, well, hey, I kind of want that. Oh no, look what happened. HDR kicked in. Anyways, as it came off to a past an HDR, it's going to check for updates. It's already got the current update. Very nice. But let's see if they were nice enough to actually physically give us the update history. Some gamings or companies are way cooler than the other one. And for this one, it lists that it is a genuine added mode, added trophies, and it's bug fixes. So let's go ahead and dive back into the patch notes that we can see right here. And I'm also going to pull up a little bit of the clips that I ran into that validate the situation if you've had these issues, or what issues did you guys and gals have? Because I'm curious. I had some and I was just playing it for like the last patch for the last 2 weeks, and man, did I come up with some crazy crap. It's like I really want to rewatch my gameplay just to clip it. Like I feel like there can be some funny antics. Like it's good. It's juicy. It very much is. But let's go ahead and go down to the progressions. So we can kind of see the issues that we basically had in certain things. Now, one of the other issues that I did notice before we get into this, and I'm wondering if everyone else had it, was anyone play Assassin's Creed? Remember the game? I forgot. I think it was like, I want to say Unity, maybe the one that was like super broken. I kind of fell off the bandwagon after 3, and then like I didn't really get back into it until like Odyssey popped on the radar and it was good again. And I was like, oh cool, maybe I'll get back into the franchise again. But the point that I'm getting at is it was so broken and so bricked that people were tripping over invisible blocks in the game because it was so ridiculously broken. So I think this is kind of lightly happening in this game, because there's been multiple times where I've hit stuff where it doesn't really exist, or I fly in some kind of weird thing, or you come too close to a vehicle and you don't hit it directly and it's like artifacting where it's just a little bit off, where the car vehicle is not displayed, but it is rendered there technically as a block that you will hit and fly. I've had that with trees and other things where it's just like, dude, what the hell? So I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but I kind of wanted to throw that down there. It seems like the game itself is not rendering correctly for the actual environment, but just my experience. So let's go ahead and go to the progression. So we fixed the issues where the players did not have access to the rock items during certain missions. Now that was an issue that I covered a long time ago. I covered that, and I think it was 1.08, because of 1.07, when you're going into Iron Mike's, you physically had that. So I'm glad that they finally fixed that, but that's like 3 patches later. I'm seeing that we might have to wait another 2 patches before they actually physically fix a lot of the stuff that they broke in the like 1.09. So hopefully that's not the case. I mean, but HDR might still be broken. Ugh. I like HDR, it's cool. Anyways, items that like drop from the bounty job should now be acquired after the target is taken out. Okay, thank you. Oh my goodness, that is like so much more easier. Like it makes the game not have to render all these dead bodies and all these other items that are just stuck there as piggy banks. That's what the issue was. There was too much shit on the ground. There's dead bodies everywhere, bro. It's crazy crap. Anyways, players should not be blocked from completing certain bounty jobs. That's good, because there were certain times where I was like kind of like scratching my head. I'm like, how do I do this? I'm just gonna reset the game or resave it, and somehow it worked the next time over. So the mission cinematics for "There's Nothing You Can Do" will properly trigger. That's the issue that I had. The blacked out screen in. It was really crazy, because you're going to go see O'Brien, and like I think you're following up on some scientist that's supposed to be like digging in the bush and crap like that, and like out of nowhere she didn't trigger right, and then like to get the trigger in the mission, all of a sudden it just went black. I thought it was part of like this really cool cinematic thing where they were just like gonna like boom, there's a zombie in your face, and you're like, no, it wasn't that thing at all. But anyway, so they're fixing a lot of old stuff, but a lot of new stuff too, because that's current. That was a recent one. When 1.09 hit, I was currently playing and crossed over into it, where I just like had this huge glitch, and I was like, there's onslaught of glitches. It was crazy. Resolved the issue with the knife in the mission Sherman camped in the crawling. I didn't think I had that issue. That actually, if someone did, I would very much like to know that. Let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit more as we go down deeper into the labyrinth, what we have here. So, added the tutorial pop-up screen and the recovery of your bike. Nice. That was also a very bad situation. Audio improves have now been for the gun. I never really had too big of an issue with that, but I'm an audio net and already have my limiters and everything set up on my OBS, so I'm really not too worried about a game being super crazy, because I'm just going to limit like what is going to be coming through, not it limit itself. So it's way easier that way. Don't let the game, be the game. For audio at least. So adjust the reticle for more visible when shooting. Okay, that's actually useful, because I did notice that sometimes it was hella squirrely, and even then it would like kind of like, I don't know, there was just something wrong with the shooting mechanics, and the fact that it's like you can miss shots and you can clearly shoot them. I've showcased that in the very early patches where I missed a gun, and I had a gun where I showcased where I shot, and it was just like 3 blank shots. So it's like, what the hell, man? So they definitely have some like room to improvement with that. If this doesn't fix, like you guys and gals at Ben Studio, cheers if you can like do that for me. I appreciate that, because I'm getting nerd rage. It's like Fallout. I'm getting my top chart. Anyways. Fixed a player's respawn issue on Old Farewell. Very nice, because there were several issues past that with respawns too. Ooh, don't get me started there. Various bugs and stability improvements. Very much needed, so that might fall into a situation. Our current plans in the team are slowing down, so they're saying the same exact thing as like bros and brosebs and brolinas. We're not going to be doing this for much longer. On a real note though, let's go ahead and rewind back to the 1.09 before we go ahead and go back to a little bit of this situation. You can kind of see where it's like 12 gigabytes of what did you really do here? Fixed an issue with the campsite mission? Really? You improved the lighting? That was 12 gigabytes? I mean, maybe. Actually, I don't know. If they're using like some like ray tracing shit, maybe. I don't know. And fixed miscellaneous crashes. They're doing something more there. I'm telling you right now, that was the implant of the DLC that they're testing with beta people. I can almost, like, if I had to take a wild guess, if Ben Studio, if I'm right and you're like, you're watching this and you're like, holy crap, how you guessed that? Send me a link. I'll totally bet a test for you. I won't say anything past that. It will just be a rumor that's like supposedly talked about on this video. Ooh. Anyways, as I kind of shamelessly plug myself into that, let's go ahead and see if there's any kind of Days Gone bugs in just general standpoint. One of the reasons I like Reddit, let's see here, Days Gone, right, is that it comes with a lot of information, and you can search right here. Didn't get caught, mission is still bugged. Ooh, that was 16 days ago, 6 hours ago. So there's not a lot. Actually, this is pretty much new, and I see some people on top of the chat board. Hopefully, there's exciting situations going on with everyone downloading this. So let me go ahead and pull up some fun situations. I'm going to go ahead and reload our situational point of over here. I put my OBS around so we can show some pretty cool stuff that I showed before. Now, this was me after installing right over here. This is directly of like what ended up happening is it broke the HDR on that one of those missions. It completely crapped out. It was like pink screen of nothing, and then it went black, and then it was in and out. O'Brien was just like, copy this, copy that. Now, there was a few bugs past here too. You can kind of see, like, this is another one that where 1.09 completely broke it. As you can see, the body's completely gone. So, I mean, there's tons of stuff that I've come to, like, see exactly what ended up happening is you have pink screens down to the situations of where you can have, like, bears spontaneously combusting. That was the funny one. That was actually pretty funny. But let's go ahead and go back to the PlayStation real quick. I want to show some people, before we end this patch note and we call it a do, how you really quickly, just in case, say for instance, like it didn't update, right? And you're like, man, it's bugged, and I really want to get this. Just delete it and then re-download it. I mean, exactly that. Just delete and then just go right back over here, and you literally can just check for updates, and it's going to be like, hey, cool, I got you. That was really scary. It actually thought a little longer than it normally did. I thought it was gonna have another day, but it was like, holy crap, 1.11. It happened right now, 6 hours after it launched. Like, oh shit, shit got real. Anyways, folks, I appreciate everyone staying tuned to the patch. If you just got in, definitely stay tuned to the very forward portion of it as it SEOs. I hope everyone has a fun time with this patch. I'm gonna be testing this out. I have to let it sit for a second, and then I will be live testing out the 1.10 patch to see how crazy it may have become or how stable it may be purring. So this is your boy MacGyver7 signing out, saying have a very nice day, and if you have any bugs that have already happened to you or you've experienced any, drop a comment down below. I would love to hear it. Information and knowledge is power, and that's how we all as gamers unite to understand what the issues are that game developers are causing, fixing, or sweeping under the rug. Even with small like development teams, they need to deliver, and this is how we talk about it, is patch notes and talk about it together. So everyone, you have a very nice day, and I will see you guys and gals in the future. I really need to clip that zombie one. That was hilarious. It like flew out in front of the freaking sword. So I couldn't even say horde. It was like I heard the horde and I was like, where is it? And all of a sudden it was like, rah! I was like, oh shit! I was really scared. It was crazy. Anyways, yeah, like, share, and subscribe, and vote yes on the zombie apocalypse.